Welcome back, dear MOOC learners of this module on virtual education. So, in this session, we will demonstrate you some of the useful tools that are used for modern instructional delivery. In this session, we will discuss about two important tools that are used for modern instructional delivery. The first one is how to use effectively the Google Slides, and the second one is an interactive instructional delivery tool or an online learning tool called Nearpod. Okay. So, first we will see how to use Google Slides for effective instructional delivery. I will take you a tour on effective use of Google Slides. What you are supposed to do if you want to prepare an effective PowerPoint presentation using Google Slides. I hope every one of you have a Google ID, that is a Gmail ID. You are supposed to enter into the Gmail ID. So, once you enter into your Gmail ID, you go to the grid point where you will find Google Slides, that is there is a slide, as you are seeing on the right hand side there is a slide. Just open Google Slides here. There are many templates that are available. You can use lot of these templates that are available, like you can start from a blank presentation, or you have many other templates that are already developed for users. So, now I want to, there is an presentation already developed how to create a Google slide. So, now you have all the facilities that are available in Microsoft Office tool or even the other open source tools that are available for creating a presentation. All the facilities that are available in the rest of the tools are also available in the Google Slides. So, you have many templates, you can change the background, you can change the color, and many things are available. There are a lot of other tools, like you can have voice type speaker notes, and you have many linked objects, you can add dictionary, question answer history. So, lot of things can be created. I do not want to go in detail of all the facilities or the options that are available in Google Slides. So, there is one more option. You can also use the slides that you have already prepared as a part of the Google slide presentation. So, what to do for that? You are supposed to go to the drive. So, what you do? You go to drive, okay. You upload your own presentation that you have already created. So, how do you upload a presentation that you have already created? Go to file, upload, and choose the presentation that you have created. So, I have created the earlier presentation. So, I will open that presentation and I will put it in my drive. Okay. So, now the presentation is already here. So, I will open this presentation through Google Slides. Fine. So, once, what is the advantage of opening your presentations through Google Slides? It is a cloud solution provider. You does not require Microsoft Office tool to be installed in the host computer where you are presenting. What you need is just an internet connection through your email. You just log in and go to the drive and open the presentation that you have. So, you can present from here. So, for example, on the top right corner you have a slideshow. You can also share this presentation for collaborative work. You can do slideshow here. So, once there is a slideshow, you can start presenting directly from your G drive. So, I can exit the full screen and I can come back. So, now this is the presentation part and creating an effective presentation through Google Slide. So, as it is the module meant for the professors and associate professors, I am not going much in detail with with respect to how to create a slide and other things, and these things are already available in many of the websites. Now, what I want to do is how to create an interactive presentation through Google Slide. There is a tool called Poll Everywhere. What is that? There is a tool called Poll Everywhere. What we need to do is, we need to install Poll Everywhere. So, you have to install it in Google Chrome. So, you have to give just Chrome. It works only for Chrome, Chrome extension for Poll Everywhere. So, what you have to do? You just type Chrome extension for Poll Everywhere. You will get a site top Poll Everywhere for Google Slides. You click this Poll Everywhere for Google Slide. So, once you click this Poll Everywhere for Google Slide extension will be added to Chrome. So, I will add this extension to the Chrome. Fine. So, I have added Poll Everywhere for the Google Slide, and it has also been added to Microsoft Edge. So, both Chrome and Microsoft Edge are interoperable. So, you can work with both the things. So, now Poll Everywhere app is added. Now, for example, I am presenting this presentation to the students. So, now I just want to go back and go to the presentation. So, once the Poll Everywhere is installed in your Chrome or Edge, you will see a new title. Please see a subtitle here on the top menu bar. There is something called Poll Everywhere. So, now I have already, since I have already, it requires a login procedure. You have to log in through your Gmail. So, that you have already created. So, log in to this Poll Everywhere through Gmail. Okay. So, now once the Poll Everywhere is created, now for example, I am in the 6th slide. Now, I am presenting in the 6th slide. I want to ask some kind of activity in between my presentation. I have to include some kind of activity in between my presentation. So, what to do? For example, I will go to Poll Everywhere, insert activity. Okay. So, there are a lot of activities. So, I want to insert a new activity. So, what are the type of activities that are involved in Poll Everywhere? You can ask multiple choice question, word cloud, competition. You can make a competition during your presentation. You can ask any true false questionnaire. You can even ask an open ended question. You can ask questions related to ranking. You can ask some question answers. There is a self-paced query, lot of numeric rating. So, lot of options are available. You can also have some kind of discussions. You can also have on large gathering. Anyway, for large gathering, it is a paid service, it may not be available for free. Okay. So, like this you can have lot of activities. Now, for example, in between I want to add a question. So, I will edit it. One multiple choice question I want to add in between my presentation. So, what is that? I will ask, is MOOC can be used effectively in higher education? There is one question I want to ask. A, yes, definitely. B, no, yes, to some extent. D, I don't know. You can ask anything. So, I want to save this question. I want to save this. Okay. So, now I want to insert this, you can have many visual settings and other things. I want to insert this slide. I want a default result slide like this, I want to insert. Okay. So, now this activity will be inserted as an additional slide. This is the slide inserted in between your Google. Okay. So, now when I start presenting, for example, I do slideshow. So, after the fourth slide, a question will come. Please see how the question will come. So, an activity will be inserted after the fourth slide and it will ask the question, this activity I have inserted. Now, all the people who are actually watching your presentation at different places will, or it may be even in the classroom, what they will do? They will just log into polev.com Kriti Srinivas 838. As soon as they just log into polev.com Kriti Srinivas 838, it does not require much of login information, nothing. So, it will ask a question. I will just demonstrate you how it will look at the end side. For example, you have to go where? polev.com Kriti K Srinivas 838. You have to just go there. Just log in there. Please see, I agree. It will just ask your name. You have to just type your name. Okay. You say continue. So, it immediately the question that you have asked in the presentation will come. I will say yes, definitely. Okay. So, now you check your presentation slideshow. Okay. So, my response is already reflected here. Please see. So, like this, all the people who respond, you will get the statistics of the opinion of all the people. So, your presentation will become more interactive. You keep asking questions in between to your students and the students will respond to you and you will understand whether the learners are going through properly through your presentation. So, you will get the feel. So, you should create such kind of activity. So, now I can add one more activity. For example, after the 10th slide, I will add one more activity. So, poll everywhere, create a new activity. I will ask some kind of word cluster. Right, I have already created some activity, right? Write any three, it is something related to word cluster. Okay. Write any 3 words related to blended learning. Okay. I want to insert this slide. Okay. So, once I insert this slide, okay. So, now again I do slideshow. So, it will ask write any 3 words related to blind, to all the people who are listening to your slides or your presentation. So, what you are supposed to do? Again go back and see here, write any 3, you have to write your response. I will say flipped classroom. Okay. Then I will ask one more like blended learning. I will ask e-learning. So, these are the 3 words that I have written and check your, just go to slideshow, whatever I have typed there, they are actually reflected on your slide. So, you can collect the different responses from all the students and you will understand what the students or what the learners are actually going understanding about your presentation. So, like this lot of such kind of activities can be inserted along with your slides, and as I told you, few things are free, few services are free and few are paid. So, you should, like as I told you, lot of activities are available. So, if when you once you go to the new activity, so I have told you how to this, we have already demonstrated you how to create a word cloud. Similarly, like computation, true false, open ended questions, many things you can actually ask students in between your presentation, and hence make the presentation very attractive. So, this is what we wanted to tell you. Please exploit these kind of interactive presentation tools and make your presentation really active. So, you should break the monotony of a single person saying from one side and others will listen to it. So, we have to come out of that monotony, and it should be active in the sense keep asking questions, take the response. From the response you will understand whether the learner has really understood what you are telling, whether they have misunderstood something, many things you will get the clue. So, make your presentation as active as possible, as interactive as possible, and these kind of tools will help you to create such kind of interactive presentations. So, this is about making an interactive presentation through Google Slides, right. So, next we will go to another tool called Nearpod. So, go to google.com, type Nearpod. So, what is this Nearpod? Nearpod is an interactive real time online learning platform, and it is free for teachers. Okay. It is a tool for creating interactive lessons, interactive videos, gamification and many more activities in a single platform. Otherwise, let me tell you, to some extent again it is free, and you can actually you have to pay for the additional features. But as I told you, these are not only the tools, there are a lot of such kind of alternatives exist, and you can explore whatever the one which you find it really which is suitable for you. So, choice is up to you. I am not canvassing or I am not advertising against the particular tool, you can choose the one which you can. So, now I will just log in. You can log in to this Nearpod using again your Gmail account. So, I will sign in with Gmail or Google. So, now once I sign in, you can either join the students will join the lesson that are created by the teacher, and you can create a lesson. Because it is teacher's perspective, I want to just tell you how to create your own lesson. There is already a Nearpod library that is available. You will find lot of, for example, I will just search is any computer science, is there any already lectures that are available in computer science. Yeah. So, lot of such kind of lessons that are available in computer science. So, you can reuse that, but I want to create my own lesson. So, how do I create my own lesson? So, just go to creating a lesson. You can create a video also, but first let me demonstrate you how to create a lesson. So, once you go to this create lesson, it will tell you, you have to add new. What all the things that you can add? You can add either contents or activities. So, now I will add a new slide. So, first I will add, these are the items that you can add. Content wise you can add a new slide, you can add existing PPTs also, you can add a video, you can add some kind of web content, you can add a Nearpod 3D image, you can add a simulation like FET, You can add VR field trip, you can add some BBC video, sway, slideshow, then audio and PDF viewer. You can even add some more thing like you can add activities. What are the activities? You can add time to climb, open ended question, matching pairs, quiz, flip grid, draw it, collaborative board, poll, fill in the blanks, memory test. These are the activities that you can add. So, now first let us add a content, let us add an empty slide. So, once I add an empty slide, it will show a presentation. Okay. So, for example, this is my first presentation. You can reduce the font and many other things. So, I can reduce the font to So, I have reduced the font. Okay. You can do as you like. For example, I can make table of contents, how to add video. I can make the presentation like how to add an image, how to add an web page. Like this you can keep on adding, right. So, now I will save it. This is my first slide. You can add any number of slides, you can add new slides also. So, now I want to add the next, I want to add these slides. I can add slides from my presentation. You can add slides like you can add a title, okay. You can add slides of different theme. Okay. I am just demonstrating you how to add different things. Now, I can add, I want to add a video. How do I add a video? So, there are two ways. I can add it from a video library or I can add a YouTube. For example, foundations of CS. I want to add this video in between my presentation. Fine. I have saved it. So, now I want to add a web content. So, what is that? I want to show what is an ACM, test this link. Yeah, this is the ACM. I want to add this web link. Okay. You can add even web links in your presentation. Then I just want to add some kind of near pod 3D images. For example, I want to show some kind of microscopic, which is not required. You have something, but I do not have anything. You can just 3D image, carbon nanotube. I want to show in between how a carbon nanotube in 3D looks like. I can add a FET simulation. So, you can add, but here you may not find all. For example, I want to find you can have your own simulator. For example, I want to show something on light blending simulation. I can add, you can create a simulation or you can add an existing simulation. I can add a VR field trip. So, for example, I will say blended classroom. Yeah, I want to just show a scenic look of the city museum Taiwan in between. You can add, I can add a VR field trip, I can add BBC video, innovation and technology. I want to just add lot of such kind of facilities are there. I can add a sway. There are a lot of sways that are available, but here sways are not there. You can create a sway also, but anyways. Similarly, you can add a slide show, existing slide show also. For example, I have already created a slide. So, I want to just upload a presentation that I have already created, that also you can do that. I can upload my own presentation, and finally, I can add a PDF viewer. For example, I want to show a paper that I have downloaded. Achha, maximum size is 10 KB. There are certain limitations with respect to the free version. So, these are the things that you have added. Now, I can delete some presentations also. For example, this I want to delete this slide, okay. And now I want to add some kind of activity. For example, here I want to add a new activity. I want to have an open ended question in between this video. Okay. So, enter your question here. Do you think e-learning will solve the problem of digital divide? So, this is an open ended question. Okay. You can enable the students audio recordings, you can add timer also, like what is the time. So, I can add a timer that the students will get around 3 minutes. Okay. I can add an activity timer, I can save in between. Okay. So, after this I can have, after this web content I can have another activity, like I can add a quiz or I can have a poll. Okay. So, you can ask your question like what is blended learning? So, answer option face to face learning, or you can have e-learning. I can have add an answer mix of face to face and e-learning. So, this is the answer. So, I want to say this is the correct one. Okay. Sorry, ABC, and you can add even the formulas here. One additional advantage is you can have the formulas also here. Okay. You can add lot of formulas along with your answer, okay. And you can save this, you can add these kind of, there are lot of such kind of activities are available. For example, at the end I want to add another activity like I can add draw it. So, what you will ask people to draw. So, you will give some kind of instructions, Okay. You can make the students to do some kind of drawing here, but usually this is not much useful in our higher education. Okay. But some creative people can have some kind of activity that uses draw. Similarly, you can have a fill in the blanks. So, you can have filling the blanks like dash is the capi. Okay. So, we have to write some words here. To go back, textile, you have to write Chennai. Now, these are all the options. So, you can drag here. Yeah, you can add all these words there. Okay. Hope you are seeing this. So, more or less I have added all, some of the activities. You can explore much. So, now I want to save and exit. You can also preview. For example, I can preview the class or the e-learning material that I have created. Take some time to create it. Okay. It will generate the preview. Okay. So, how it looks like. Okay. So, the slide 1 looks like this. You have the first slide, okay. Then coming to a video presentation, then you have a website to display. You can click here to open the display. Then you have an activity in between after this, and you have a 3D image you can demonstrate here. Then you have a FET simulation. Okay. You can do lot of simulation activities like you can join and you can drag, you can show lot of activities. Okay. FET simulation. Then after that you have a virtual reality VR studio. So, you are entering into a classroom and you are showing how it looks like, and you have a video to be played, a YouTube video, and you are filling the blanks. For example, you can fill the blanks, okay, activity, and you have an IEEE, you have one PDF viewer. So, with this I have completed. Okay. So, this is what a student preview, fine. So, now I want to, so now finally I have created, and once you create a lesson in the Nearpod, it takes some time to create. Okay. It does not, it takes few minutes to create a complete lesson that you have used. Because we have added lot of materials, it takes some time. You unfortunately, I have not given the lesson plan. You can give a lesson plan there. Yeah, now once it is done, so once it is done, you have created a video. Please see, so you can actually edit that again. So, there is no issue. Your lesson is created. Okay. You can share this lesson along with the students. So, I can change my first presentation. So, I can okay. So, now once I complete the lesson creation, There are, as I told you, you can have different stages, you can have you can explore different resources and many other things. Now, it can be made as a live participation lesson. I can make it like a live participation, like now I am giving the lecture and the students are listening now itself, or it can be student paced, like it can be made like an student paced activity, which is very effective for implementing the flipped classroom or bended classroom. If you make it student paced, you create such kind of interactive lessons and make it available for the students to go through on their own. You can make it student paced. For example, if you want to make it student paced, so there is you can give a particular code to the students. The students will join through this join.nearpod.com or in the app by giving this number. Okay, this is a class code. Okay, and you can view the progress, and you can also embed this class along with your Google Classroom and also with Microsoft Teams. Okay, this option is also available. So, this is one of the tool that can be effectively used for implementing the flipped classroom or making an interactive presentation or interactive online learning platform. It can be created through this tool. You can explore much more thing. This is just a kind of a hint or the short demo that I have given, so that you can start using this Nearpod and you can use the other facilities that are available. Here you can create a lesson, you can create videos. Okay, you can create a lot of videos, in the sense through this Nearpod we can combine multiple videos and make a video library. You can create it through YouTube, your own videos, you can upload your own video and create a video library of your own. That is also possible, as well as you can create a slide through Nearpod itself in Google Slides. So, I can create Google Slides, you can create lessons in Google Slides also through Nearpod. So, there are certain free options, you can do it with this one. So, these are some of the options and these are some examples. There are already teacher resources are available here. So, you can get it. As I told you, few things are free and few facilities or features are paid here, but it is just an example of one of the tool that is available. As I told you, lot of such kind of tools are available. People can go through and choose the one that best fits their requirements and use it effectively. So, it is not the thing that you have to use the same tool as it is discussed. I am just giving you a presentation where you will have a feel of the different facilities that can be available in a typical online e-learning material preparation. So, therefore, this demo. So, with this I have just demonstrated you two simple tools. One is the effective use of Google Slides and another one is the use of Nearpod as the modern instructional delivery tools. Please use such kind of ICT tools for making your teaching learning more effective. Thank you.